Hey, what's going on, bro? My name is Sam Walford. I'm a 16-year-old dropout entrepreneur from Coventry in the UK. And today I'm going to teach you how to make your first 1K a month coaching on SKOOL. Now, I know there's so many people on the internet bullshitting and, you can't really trust anyone nowadays. So just to sort of show you my proof, to prove that what I do actually does work and that I can actually help you. First off, I'm making close to about 10K a month coaching my passion. It's not actually at about 10K a month just yet. It's not MRR or any of that shit. It's just sort of like individual payments. But for the past couple of months, it's been roughly around 10K a month. And just for the sort of proof with that, here's all my emails from SKOOL. You can see sort of you can see the dates here if I move out the way. You can see all the dates there, you can see all the prices and shit here, and then also on top of that, there's some more like SKOOL payouts and shit going on there. And furthermore, also because it's like, okay, if I can make my money myself, can I help you to make money? I mean, my whole business is literally helping you to make more money and helping you to start coaching. That's why I'm making this video. But I have also helped over 30 other young men to make their first high-ticket coaching sales. And then you can see there, here's 𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐲, that's pretty recent. 𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐲, that's also recent. 𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐲, that was like this summer. 𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐲, however you say his name, 1K in 6 days there. Some more proof. Then here's like a big board of some more testimonials and shit. This is actually quite old. I made this quite a while ago, but I can't be asked to remake it. And then furthermore, as I said, I'm dropped out from school. I've got my complete time freedom. Today is Friday the 30th of January. It's currently 10 minutes until 5 p.m. And I've been at home all day working, taking sales calls. So that's pretty nice. And furthermore, I've traveled Europe. I've met up with my online friends, my bros, and I've pretty much ended my loneliness because for a very, very long time, I was stuck in school, grinding on my business with literally no friends in real life. And I've finally managed to solve that and just sort of, I guess, show you some photos and everything. I think that one looks really gay, but it is what it is. It's sort of cutting our heads off, but here's a few meetups. That was Poland, this was Manchester, this was also Poland Mountains with my friend Vincent there. That was Lisbon, this was also Lisbon there. And then furthermore, I've also made, or I haven't made, but I've been in a self-improvement documentary with the BBC, which is like uk.tv. And that's been seen by estimated like millions, and that's just us sitting on the roof there when I did that first meetup with the guys in Lisbon. And the BBC sort of filmed all that stuff, and that's a pretty cool documentary. But yeah, pretty much. And oh yeah, also, I'm about to sell out, and this isn't even me fucking pitching your CTAing you, I'm genuinely about to sell out. So by the time you're seeing this, I'm probably sold out. A 20K launch, and this is the sort of launch post here. And at the moment, I mean, I just made these slides like 10 minutes ago, but you can see, yeah, one spot left at the moment out of 20. I've sold out pretty fast. But yeah, and basically the premise of today's video is that I'm promising you, okay, that I'm gonna, in this video, tell you everything you need to know so that basically all you have to do is just take action to make your first $1,000 with coaching and make hopefully your first 1K coaching sale. Because I know what it's like, you start, you're sort of confused and everything, you're not really sure what to do, and there's loads of other people telling you to do loads of random shit, and there's so many free courses and this and that, and Charlie Morgan and Synthesizer and, this thing and that thing, basically. And also, to add to my credibility, I've got school merch. That should make you trust me. I was just thinking about saying that before I recorded the video, but pretty much what I'm saying, bro, is that this video should basically give you an overview of the general process of what you need to do, the autistic guide on how actually to make your first $1,000 coaching sale. And for how I am actually to do this, well, I've got a 3-phase plan. This is a sort of general roadmap plan that I've seen work for absolutely everybody I've helped. And basically, the way this goes is phase 1, align. Pretty much you work for free to understand your niche, get clear on your methodology, and also get proof. So what that means is you understand who you're helping, your niche, okay? You get clear on your methodology, aka how you help people. So like I've got my 3-phase roadmap, that's my methodology. You get your own version of that for whatever your niche is. And then also you just get proof by basically working for free. If you've already done coaching in the past, you've already sort of worked for free a good bit, then following the align phase, you might as well just skip to phase 2. But basically if you're a beginner, you want to be doing phase 1, working for free first. Second thing, and I'll tell you how to actually get all the people to work for free and what actually to do later on. Second thing, the launch phase. Pretty much once you've done the align phase, you've got clear on the foundations, you understand which direction you're going, then we just fucking like sprint in that direction, okay? We build the sort of framework of the skyscraper after building the foundations in phase 1, and that's what phase 2 is, the launch. And pretty much we're going to be using our warm traffic first because that's the easiest to sell to, and we're also going to keep our business as simple as possible at the beginning. And so pretty much we're going to start selling with only DMs and sales calls because that's literally all we need to make high ticket sales. And then that's going to allow us to keep our business really simple at the start and obviously use up our warm traffic at the start. This is basically keeping your business as simple as it can possibly be as you start to sell, because there'll be so much shit confusing you and doing this and doing that. We basically just want to keep it as simple as possible, as easy as possible, just to get you started with selling in the launch phase. Then third and finally, we had the scale phase. And pretty much what this is after you use all your warm traffic in the launch phase and hopefully get your first sale in the launch phase, pretty much what we do here is we want to start focusing on more cold traffic and adding complexity. So phase 1, foundations. Phase 2, framework. Phase 3, build like the flesh out the skyscraper, actually like flesh out your business and flesh out the skyscraper. So pretty much what we actually do here is you build a free school, okay, and you just add complexity in your business. So pretty much what this is you build up a free school, you start networking in other school communities, and you start getting new fresh traffic in, maybe from YouTube or whatever. And that's basically after your warm traffic is used up, you can get the new cold traffic through school. That is pretty much the general overview of it, but to go more in depth into it now, if you're ready, let's get fucking started, bro. So, phase 1, align. This is actually how to do each phase in detail now. So, pretty much what phase 1 is, it's got the goal of, as I said, helping you understand your niche, getting clear in your methodology, collecting proof. It's sort of like this preparation phase, like the sort of kindergarten baby phase, you know, where we're just practicing at first, helping people for free, just getting that proof, understanding if we can actually coach, you know, because you might actually be at the point, like being completely honest, you might not actually have enough credibility whatsoever to be able to sell. In that case, I'd honestly just tell you, man, like start YouTube, start like documenting your life and just go really hard on one skill at the gym or something like that to get really good at that. And then you can do coaching. But if there is something you can coach on, then we're going to first coach people for free on that so you can get good at coaching before you eventually sell it. Then, so that's the sort of general overview. First thing, okay, we do in this align phase is we sort of just think about your credibility and niche. I know thinking about it probably isn't the most highest leverage thing about how we can get clear, which is obviously why we're going to obviously eventually help people for free. But pretty much in this first phase, the very first thing we need to do is just think about what sort of direction we're generally going to go in, because you probably already have some sort of idea. So just think about what you've achieved in your life, think about what you can potentially do to help people with. I mean, if you don't have anything, like I said, then just fuck off, like go learn a skill, document your life on YouTube before trying to teach people shit. But honestly, like for this first phase, about thinking about what you're going to help people with, don't overthink it. I mean, it can be just like multiple ideas at the start, just sort of have a general overview. Is it something to do with fitness? Is it something to do with social skills? Is it something to do with relationships? Is it something to do with money or a business model? Just like sort of have a general overview about what it is. You don't need all the specifics or shit. You don't need to overthink. It can be multiple things. You sort of know generally what it is, because that'll affect basically what we do in the next steps. And the next step is simply just going and helping people, or to be more specific, is first finding people who you can help. So pretty much the way we actually do this, and you find people who you can help for free, is first, like I said, using your warm traffic first. And that's what I say about using a network consolidation. But pretty much what this actually is you going through all your DMs absolutely everywhere, like SKOOL, Instagram, WhatsApp, Snapchat, bro. Okay, maybe not Snapchat, but you basically just go through all your DMs absolutely everywhere, and you put everyone into a big network consolidation is what I call it. Basically a big Google sheet, and there's a template in the description, but if I just show you quickly. Pretty much this is what it is. It's just a Google table where you can like list people's names down here, where they are, so like SKOOL, Instagram, wherever. Have you reached out to them? You check that off as you go down, then following up. And pretty much this is how you just sort of organize all your traffic. And so basically you get your entire sort of network, everybody who you could potentially help, everybody who you can potentially eventually sell to, you get them all in one big document that just makes it much, much easier to handle and to track and keep follow-ups coming through. And so that's the first way you can find people who you could potentially help. The next way is also just simply making a post in the $1,000 protocol, which is my free community, where I've got my entire course for completely free. The link for that is in the description. If you want to message me, if you want to get direct advice from me, you can join the $1,000 protocol, link in description for that. That is completely free. I don't fucking try and take like $100 from you or to join or any shit. It's just completely free, bro. And you can basically, I'm completely fine with you making a post in there, basically offering your services, offering free coaching. As long as it's free, as long as you're not scamming people, it's fine. And literally just getting free clients through that. Now, You've now found people you can help in the $1,000 protocol, in your network consolidation. You've got this big list of people who you can potentially help. What we now do is we simply just go and outreach to these people. We go and message them. And so pretty much what you want to be doing is going through your entire network consolidation and basically just picking out the best people who you can potentially help. And literally what you can do is you just message them and be like, hey man, like I'm starting coaching in this thing, you know, I'm not too sure about how I'm gonna do it. I'm not too sure about how I'm gonna help people, which is why I'm messaging you, because I wanna offer you free coaching from me, for me to help you so that I can get better at coaching and obviously you can get better at this thing I'm helping you with. You don't need any fucking fancy outreach script or shit to help people for free, because it is free. You have no like ulterior incentives or motivations or shit. It's literally a win-win situation, and so you can literally just say that from the start, this is a win-win situation. You get free coaching, I get to learn about coaching, and so that's literally what you do. You just message them, offer them free help, and just arrange a time to call it. You can use, don't use Calendly. People feel like they're in a fucking like system. But pretty much what you can do is just like, book, like, are you free at this time? Then put that into your calendar. Also, the other thing is you can do cold outreach to people you see making posts about questions you can solve. So on SKOOL, in other communities and shit, you literally just like go through this post, see people making posts about problems you think you can solve. Just message them, be like, hey bro, saw your post about this thing. Like, do you want some help? Can I coach you for free? I'm practicing coaching. You can find more people doing that way. You can do 10 DMs a week on SKOOL, I believe, and so that's more than enough. And you can, literally just offer these cold people free coaching to just offer free coaching to everybody who you think you can help pretty much. And then literally what you do is you go and take the calls. You book these calls by outreaching to these people. We then go and take these calls. And pretty much what you want to do on these sort of calls is, first thing, we're going to do a two sort of call close thing eventually when we get to start signing. And so we're sort of practicing the first call here. And the first call is like a discovery call basically, or you can imagine it as an interview call. So pretty much you join these calls with these people, who you've arranged to coach for free, and you literally just interview them at the start. You understand their current situation, their desired situation, and their pains and problems. That's pretty much how the sort of interview script wants to go. You want to start it, where are they currently at? Where do they want to go? So they're here, they want to be here. What's holding them back from making that gap? They're the pains and problems. And so you sort of go deep into each of those three things. And then once you have that understanding of them, you can pretty much create like a free roadmap for them where you tell them exactly what they should be doing for completely free, and just like list that out with action steps, make it really clear for what they need to do. And then what you want to do at the end of that first call is book another call for in a week, which will be a follow-up call, a checkup call with them. And so at the end of the first call, you'll basically be like, hey man, let's call like again, like this time next week or something like, so maybe it's like Friday at like 1 p.m. you call them. You'll be like, okay, can you call like next Friday at the same time, 1 p.m. To sort of check up and follow up on this. And by the way, side point, you also want to always work in their time zone. So if you're in the UK, for example, and they're in France, then you want to basically always work in their time zone. So you'll add 1 hour on, or if they're in like Thailand, you'll want to add 7 hours on, I believe it is. If they're over there, or you know where it is, East Coast, -5 hours from GMT. Like you'll get used to the time zones, but just work in their time zone, make it easier for them, because you're the coach, you're there the student, you want to sort of, you're the host, they're the guest, you know, you make it easier for them. But yeah, basically at the end of this first call, you just want to book another call for it in a week to check up on them, so you already have that call in the calendar at the end of the first call. And obviously in the first call, you give them that roadmap, you literally just give them those sort of action steps that they should be taking. And that's basically how you help people for free on that first call. Now, next thing you want to do is simply just check up with them. Okay, so you finish that first call, it's now between the 2 calls that you have booked. So literally just keep them accountable, bro. Just message them every day, maybe twice a day, you know, just, hey man, how you getting on? Are you taking action? Did you take this action? Did you take that action? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Because in general, like when you're coaching for free, and I see this a lot of my clients, you really fucking struggle to get people to take action, to get free clients to take action. And so in general, I don't expect every single free client to fully take action. It might be like 10% of the clients actually fully take action, like seriously. So pretty much we'll get onto this, but you just want to go like heavy on volume for getting these free clients, and then only focus on the ones who are actually taking the action and taking you seriously. But yeah, basically just keep them accountable, check up with them between the 2 calls, make sure they're actually taking action. Then you come to the second call, hopefully they've taken the action, hopefully they got the result if your advice has worked for them, and then pretty much just review their progress. So whatever they're doing, you know, whatever progress they've made, literally just review it, okay, and see what they've done. Then pretty much what you can do, you can just give them more action steps, so remix a roadmap for like the next few weeks maybe. and then literally just collect a testimonial from them, and that can be in the format of them making a post in your school community if you've got one, or it can just be like writing a message, or it could just be ideal, like you could do a video one as well, like if you get a video testimonial that would be like 1 minute long ideally, that would work pretty well too. And this is pretty much how you get these free clients, and by the end of this phase, this step, sorry, you should be clear on who you're helping, because let's say you do this like 5 times over, you got 5 testimonials, you'll help 5 people, you'll see similarities in what people struggle with, you'll see similarities in what people want and what help they need, and you'll see similarities in the sort of testimonials, and you'll physically have those testimonials, and then by that point, once you see these patterns, see these testimonials, see these sort of similarities between what people need and want, you can then go and do step 6, which is literally just understanding your niche, methodology, and offer. Remember at the very, very start, if I go back, we sort of had this goal here, you know, understanding your niche, getting clear and everything like that. By this point now, this is where we can actually physically do this, because we've of course like helped people, all right? We've helped these people, we understand them. We can now understand your niche, understand your methodology, so how you help the people, and also get clear on your offer. And basically, like I said, from what you learn from working with these people for free, just get clear on shit, you know, just get clear on how you can help them, and then you can basically build your high ticket coaching offer. You can pretty much price it at 1K. Offers go like there's so much on it, I can't really teach you all now. That's all included in my free course, the $1,000 protocol, link in description for that. If you want all the sort of juicy details, info, this video is just sort of a short compressed version of that basically. So go join the $1,000 protocol, link in description in there. I'm not gonna fucking surprise pitch you or anything, bro. I'll literally just give my entire course away for free, because it's like I can help you, and it's also a goodwill thing for me, and so if I can help you, you're more likely to buy my shit. But anyway, yeah, literally, like, you just price your offer at 1K, 3-month thing, probably unlimited access to you, they get their roadmap, that's more or less what it's gonna be, you have some sort of work for free guarantee in it as well. And then by this point, you're literally just like fully clear on who it is you're helping, how you're helping them, what you're selling to them, how you're selling it to them. And then that gets us ready for the launch phase. So phase 2, the launch phase, is basically, it's got the goal of using your warm traffic to close you your first client. Remember in the summary, in the sort of, I don't know, preamble, sort of summary shit when I sort of explained each phase at the start. Phase 2 is basically building the framework of your business, okay? It's getting that warm traffic to close you your first client, hopefully. It's basically sort of building the frameworks of the business, laying, like after you lay the foundations in phase 1, it's the framework of the skyscraper as phase 2. It's basically starting the sprint after deciding the direction. So like I said, we're gonna keep your business as simple as possible. Literally, bro, it's just gonna be sales, calls, and DMs pretty much at the end of the day, and just using up your warm traffic. And so pretty much the first thing you wanna do is go through your entire network consolidation and outreach to absolutely everybody, okay? So everybody you've helped for free, everybody in your network consolidation here you can message, you just basically wanna message them and offer just to help them. And you're not offering to help them like you did in phase 1, because in phase 1 you're like, hey man, I'm coaching for free, I'm not selling anything yet. Like, that's how you do it in phase 1. In phase 2, you don't want to do it like that. You just want to be like, talk to them, discover a sort of problem with them. And again, I know this is very general, vague, I can't really go really deep into this. Again, all the fucking juicy details, specifics is in the $1,000 protocol, link in description down there. But basically, you just want to offer them, offer to like help them, you know, you sort of, what you can do is you can just sort of see what they're struggling with, see that you're better than them, then just sort of offer them help. You be like, hey man, you want some help? And literally just book calls with them, and keep in mind, you just want to do volume, like, listen to me, volume, just fucking max volume, okay? And just go fucking like absolutely hyper on how many people you're helping. Just message everybody in your fucking network consolidation, everybody in the cold DMs, just everybody, everywhere, message everybody. The more people you message, the more people you'll help, because let's say you were to do 100 messages, theoretically, like, it wouldn't be unrealistic for you to get like 1 sale for like 1K from 100 people. Like 100 people, that's a lot. Let's say you do 1,000 people, what is it unrealistic for you to then make 10K? Yeah, so, and if you do 1,000 messages, is it even super unrealistic for you to even make 1K? Like, you see what I mean? Like, the more you do, the more sales you'll get. I see this with so many guys who I help, and they're like, Sam, it isn't working. And I see they sent like 20 messages, and I'm like, yeah, bro, like, if you got a fucking 5% close rate, you sent 20 messages. Statistically, you should have like one sale technically, but then like, math doesn't always work that way, and there's chance to it, so just send more, bro, and it'll work. Trust me, shit just works when you do more of it. It's so funny. Like, you could be doing the worst shit ever, but you just do more of it and it will work. And so just do volume. Like, this should be my fucking motto, bro. Volume. But yeah, my voice is fucking dying, bro. I've been doing too much volume with my voice. There's too many calls. But basically, yeah, you just want to offer these people to help them. You're not offering free help, but you're just saying, I can help you, okay? And then just book calls with these guys, just book calls for like as soon as possible, basically, to offer to help them. And then what you do, on these calls, you want to do these calls as discovery calls. And so, basically, the exact same as you did in the phase one, bro. You just want to interview these people. On these calls, you want to do the sort of same process you did in phase one. The calls you did in phase one, you do these same calls in phase two, where you interview them. These are called discovery calls, where you sort of discover their problems. Current situation, desired situation, and the pain and problems for why they can't bridge that gap themselves. Except here, at the end of these calls, instead of helping them for free, you basically want to book another call for as soon as possible, ideally later that day, maybe the next day, just as soon as possible, book another call. And book this call with the promise of basically telling them what to do exactly what for free. And so at the end of the call, like literally what you could say is, all right, sweet bro, I really understand like what you've told me. I really understand what you're doing and where you want to go. And I do actually have some really, really good ideas for me to help you. But I don't have the most time right now. I also want to take more time to go ahead and like sort of organize all my ideas together. And so if you're down, I'll be able to call in like 2 hours or like tomorrow at the same time. And there I'll literally go through everything you should do for free. I'll put together a whole roadmap for you, tell you exactly what to do for free. Are you good to call at this time? And then you book another call just like that, and that's pretty much how you do it. So you interview them, and then you frame the second call like I just did there. And then, basically, you come on these second calls, okay, that you've booked from the first calls, and these second calls are sales calls. We're doing a 2-call close, if you've heard of that. And so pretty much, what you want to do on these second calls, these sales calls, is first recap through the discovery. So what the interview you did with them on the first call, recap everything they said, just in a really quick way, literally take 3 minutes to do it, just recap through everything they've told you, and just like in a very concise way, just to sort of prove that you understand them and to get it fresh in their mind. Then you want to walk them through exactly what you think they should do, okay, and tell them what to do for completely free. Walk them through their whole roadmap, make a whole roadmap for them, tell them exactly what to do for free. But then you'll basically be like, but then what they want to do is compare them doing it alone to working with you, okay, and implementing the roadmap. So my legs are getting tired. Sorry, bro. Basically, what you want to be doing here is you'll be like, okay, so at the start of the call, you'll be like, sweet bro, what I want to do, first thing I want to recap through everything you told me, make sure we're all clear there. Then I'll walk you through your roadmap and I'll tell you what to do for completely free. You'll get your roadmap for completely free. But if you want my help in implementing your roadmap and taking action on your roadmap, then you can join my one-on-one mentorship and I'll talk about all the details about that later on the call, and you can make the decision if you want to be a part of that or not. That's pretty much how you frame the start of the sales call. This is what you actually do. And so as you go through each phase of the roadmap, like I literally explain this 3-phase roadmap to people on these calls and tell them what to do. And then I'm like, well, if you want to do it for free, that was my $3,000 protocol. If you want to do it with me, then obviously that's my mentorship. That's the $1,000 Fastlane, my paid program. And so pretty much that's sort of how you do it. And so I'll go through phase one. I was doing phase one by yourself. It might be confusing. It might be hard. You'll have to follow the course by yourself. You might get shit wrong. Or we work together. I do everything for you, you know? And that's pretty much sort of how you want to pitch it. Compare them doing it by themselves to doing it with you. And doing it with you is basically faster, easier, less pain. And phase two is really just simple. You literally, like phase one, we lay the foundations. Phase two, you just go and fucking do the shit, bro. You just go and do the messages, and you just put the work in and do volume. I know there's only 3 steps to this one, the other had 6. That doesn't mean phase one align is more important. This is arguably the most important phase. This is basically the taking action phase, and so you need to take action. Now, bro. Can you guess what phase comes after phase 2? Can you guess what phase comes after phase 2? What comes after 2? Well, guess what? You probably already know this. Phase 3 comes after phase 2. Well done, bro. I don't know how you knew that, but basically, phase 3 is scaling. I mean, what am I saying? I fucking told you at the start, bro. Why am I playing dumb? But basically, phase 3. Okay, so phase 1, foundation. Phase 2, framework. Phase 2, keep in mind, is warm traffic only and basically the bare bones of your business. Phase 3, we need to move to cold traffic and flesh out your business. Okay, and so basically what this is firstly adding complexity into your business, and that then allows us to move on to new cold traffic, and it allows you to hopefully get your next 1K sale come much easier and much faster. So for what we're actually physically doing is, just to sort of explain it in a nutshell, is starting a free school and networking on SKOOL. Now, basically the very, very first thing you want to be doing in phase 3 is basically redoing a mini phase 1 at the start of phase 3, realigning your niche, because you'll learn a lot from phase 2 going on these calls. Like, trust me, going on calls, it teaches you so much. it's so weird. You get better at making content and making YouTube videos and all this sort of shit by going on calls, because you have to explain the shit in so many different ways to people, and you explain it over and over and over again, and people have the same questions, and you start to pick up patterns in how you can explain shit. But this is literally how I've made my entire fucking roadmap, just by going on hundreds of fucking calls with people, bro, and just re-explaining the same shit over and over and over again. So basically, you just want to redo a mini phase one, like re-get clear on a lot of the shit, because after you learn a lot from the calls, you can rebuild your niche, rebuild your methodology, rebuild your offer and your call scripts, and basically just make them more accurate in who are you actually helping and who you're actually talking to. Then, so you redo everything, you get clear on everything, then the next thing we want to be doing is building your free SKOOL community. Now, like I said, we're going to get traffic from other SKOOL communities by networking, by doing your cold DMs, and having your own free SKOOL community, your like home base, makes it much, much easier. And so pretty much you just want to make it unique and standard. Like I've got the $1,000 protocol, which stands out a lot because it's like a protocol and it seems a lot very actionable. You want to sort of like make it unique. Like I saw this one guy, he's actually a client of mine. Basically, like, he had this free SKOOL community, and he hasn't got any members until yet. He's just started it, but I quite like the name of it. It was like why he like teaches dating, and it was like why she chose me with like a fucking devil emoji, bro. Well, let me find it. Yeah, bro, look at this shit. why she chose me? I just love that name. I mean, I'm not really into this sort of red pill dating cultural shit, but I just thought that was like a good name. So you want to make it a standout name, make it unique, make it fun. And then, of course, the community itself is a free lead magnet, but you want to put a free lead magnet inside, so that can be some sort of resource or something like that that people want to join. Like I've got the actual protocol itself, like my free course as my lead magnet. It doesn't need to have tiers or be fancy or have loads of random shit going on. You can just use a $9 tip or keep it really simple at the start. It basically just acts as a lead magnet on your SKOOL profile so that people can join it and so that you can message them. You're not trying to get people to join your community, you're trying to message them. And like getting them to join your community is just a sort of step in between, because you can message as many people as you want who are in your community, but people outside your community, you can only message 10 of them a week. So basically, we're only starting a free community to get more open messages. Now, basically, to get people in your community, you want to find other SKOOL communities to network in. And basically, you want to find as many, like a higher volume, as high volume as active, high quality communities that your niche hangs out in, okay? And these communities, they don't need to be directly about what your niche is. So maybe you teach fitness, for example. You don't need to be in fitness communities. You can also be in self-improvement communities. If your niche is there, it's going to work fine. If you're a running coach, you can do it in a fitness community. You see, it sort of aligns. If you're a YouTube coach, you can do it in a business community. And basically, at the start, you just want to find like as many as possible, because then the next thing we do is you basically just go and network in all of these SKOOL communities. You want to start out with having a lot at first, basically, lots of communities you try out. If they're dead and like the leaderboard's got like 20 points on, and it's pretty dead, or there's like 10 people in it, then don't bother. There needs to be big communities with lots of active people in. And literally just go and network in these SKOOL communities, okay? Don't like try and sell, or don't try and always just give like long paragraphs of advice and shit. Just be a good member, joke, meet people. Yeah, like I said, you don't always need to be that sort of super credible guy giving people advice. Just be a good member, literally just become a part of the community. Be a good member, bro. You want to comment 100 times more than you post, seriously. Like, you only want to be posting in these communities when you actually need to. I'm not teaching you to be some sort of sleazy poacher taking people's clients. You just be a good member. People join your community naturally because they see your name around loads. And pretty much what we want to do, I don't know if I've actually explained it here. Basically, you want to start out being active in lots of communities at the start. And then over time, when you see people joining your community, just see which communities they're joining you from the most, see which communities you like being in the most, and pretty much just focus on those communities themselves. Like you sort of just want to narrow it down to what communities are best. At the start, you try them all out and then you just focus on the best ones pretty much, because ideally, it'd just be one, actually, because pretty much like the way this actually works is like you don't get more people and better people by like spreading out how many people see you, and only having them see you once. So for example, if you had like 1,000 eyeballs, let's say, you wouldn't want 1,000 different people to see you once. You would want 50 different people to see you 20 times, because people will join your shit, join your community after seeing you over and over and over again. So we basically want to focus on less communities and to be really, really good members in those communities. But yeah, comment way more, be a good member, joke around, don't try and sell people, don't fucking CTA, DM me, don't CTA, join my community or shit like that, or post links or shit like that. Just be a good member, get along with the community, get along with the culture there. And literally, focus on less communities rather than more. Do more in the communities you prefer being in, that's what I said. But yeah, and people will naturally see you over and over again, clicking your profile, join your community, and this is how you basically get people into your community. The next thing you can do is simply just doing your cold DMs. You can do 10 cold DMs per week on SKOOL. Although I've heard that limit sort of changed. I don't really do this myself because I don't really need to, but I've heard this limit's changed that if you do 2 or 3 a day, it doesn't block you. So try that out. Just do 2 or 3 a day and see if it sort of blocks you at any point. But basically, SKOOL sort of just gives you an amount of DMs you can do every week or every month. Just use the DMs, bro. Just fucking use all the DMs that you can. Pretty much, you want to find people who you interact with in the SKOOL community, or people who make posts about problems you can solve, and literally just DM them offering your help. Okay, it's really simple. You can be like, hey bro, I saw your post. Hey bro, I saw you're struggling with this, man. Do you want some help with that? I've solved this myself. Do you want some help? Then they'll be like, yeah. Then you'll be like, let's call, and you book a call, and you do the whole discovery then sales process where you tell them what to do for free, but then obviously pitch your coaching. And yeah, do the same 2 call close and everyone discovery, the interview, then basically the sales, and that's the roadmap and pitch. And this is just really, really quite simple. And yeah, pretty much after phase 3, you should hopefully have got your first sale by this point, have your SKOOL built out, be getting consistent traffic. And yeah, of course, if you don't get your first sale in phase 2 when you do the first launch with the warm traffic, hopefully phase 3 will come in clutch, and you can just keep on grinding on phase 3 until eventually you get a sale, because that's sort of evergreen mode with phase 3. And I just want to sort of tell you one final thing. At the end of the day, even with a shit 10% close rate, which is really, really shit, you only need 10 sales calls to make 1K. If you can book 1 sales call per week with cold outreach and 1 sales call per week through your free SKOOL community, then statistically it should only take you 5 weeks on average after finishing phase 1 to make your first 1K. So if it takes you, like, let's say 3 weeks to finish phase 1, that's like realistically making your first 1K within 2 months, 3 months at maximum. And that's a really, really shit statistics, bro. That is if you're absolutely retarded and you're horrible at business, okay? You can realistically do this a lot faster if you actually put the work in and you go fast with this. But basically, yeah, these are sort of realistic numbers. You just sort of need more sales calls, and at the end of the day, more sales calls means more money. Keep in mind the volume. Because if you do more volume, you get more out of it. But yeah, basically, that is how to make your first 1K. Now, I've told you what to do for free, but wait for it. Here's the pitch incoming. If you want help actually implementing this, then you can join my paid program, the $1,000 Fastlane. Now, I've already pitched you my free community, the $1,000 protocol. If you haven't joined that now. But basically, I mean, to be fair, this is probably already sold out by the point I'm making this. But pretty much, if you want your own personalized 3-month roadmap to follow the align, launch, scale phases, personalized directly for you. You also want your own personal offer and call scripts built directly for you, done for you. You also want your niche and methodology for how you help people done for you after you do your first 3 calls. You also want unlimited feedback, reviews and advice from me, reviews of your calls, reviews of your DMs, everything like that, feedback on everything. You also want a complete training library explaining each phase in extreme detail for what you actually need to do in extreme retarded detail. And you also want accountability and brotherhood with 19 other young hungry men following the same fucking roadmap. Then I just launched for you the $1,000 Fastlane, brother. And if you're confused and uncertain about how to do coaching, maybe this video's helped you, but overall the $1,000 Fastlane is about helping you, giving you that all-time certainty, so you're never confused about what you need to do. The $1,000 Fastlane, sorry, my voice is so sore, bro, from speaking so much, but basically my whole program, my mentorship is simply just focused around like telling you what you need to do, and so that you're never sort of overthinking about what you need to do or how you need to do it. You always know what you need to do, and so the constraint is always simply you just taking action. That's basically how I love doing mentorship. It's not some fucking random course or shit like that where you're left to take action on your own. You always know what you need to do. Now, there's a link in the description. There's a link in the description for the $1,000 protocol. There's also a link in the description for my Calendly to apply to the $1,000 Fastlane. Well, that's probably already sold out by now, so it might be a wait list. But either way, join the $1,000 protocol, bro, and that'll tell you everything you sort of need to do. But yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's pretty much it for how to make your first 1K. General overview of the align, launch, scale roadmap. But yeah, my brain has got fucking confuddled and my voice is getting sore from speaking too much. I've been on calls all day and now I'm recording a YouTube video. So yeah, that's that. Good speaking, bro, and we'll speak soon. Bye-bye.